writing your resume? What kind of question is that? Pretty much everybody hates writing resume. Who doesn't? You ask yourself, you ask your friend, you ask your wife, anybody. Right? Do you? Everybody hates writing resume. It's like that broccoli. No matter how good the broccoli is for our health, pretty much everybody hates broccoli. Same thing with our resume. We just don't like to write our resume. But what happens because of that? Since we don't have this good resume ready with us, what happens? First major thing is we totally ignore all the opportunities those are available for us. There might be a good opportunity in your team, or there might be some good opportunity in your different department. But since you don't have a good resume, you'll say, that's a big hurdle. That's a big stop. And you won't even consider those opportunities. You won't even think about it. And if you don't think about it, how would you ever apply? And how would you ever get it? So such a biggest block. And what I've seen again and again, people, especially if they are in that company for like 5, 10, 15 years, they have never created this resume. And they feel that, oh my god, I had to start it from the scratch, and then it's such a big word, and they keep procrastinating and procrastinating. And in their mind they have, oh, I need to do this, I need to do this, but it never happens, and it builds a frustration. And they see this all the wonderful opportunities passing by. They see all this opportunity grabbed by other people who just because they have the resume. It happens all the time. I've seen happening in my company, in my career, and I see it happening with so many of my clients. I ask them when they come to me, why your career is stuck. They say, one thing is I don't have resume, and that's why I don't apply to many of these positions. Is that something happening with you? If yes, please continue hearing, because there is a solution on that. And that is one thing. And then second thing is, if you don't have the resume, you don't know what you have. There is nothing in front of you tangible to know what are your skills, what are your accomplishments, what are your strengths, because you haven't given that thought. And then we miss that opportunity to build that confidence. Since we don't have it in crystal clear, we don't feel that confident that we can do something better in our career. And since we don't know that, we stay in that comfort zone. We say, okay, life is good, I'm making good enough money. And then since we don't have that resume, the confidence keeps going down and down, because our mind is usually focused on negative things. So you are saying, oh, I don't have this skill, I don't have this skill, I haven't done that, I haven't done that, I have not done people management, so how can I get the people management skills, roles for that matter. And then that stops us. That stops us further even thinking about the bigger position. So this all lead to stagnation of the career. And one linchpin, many times, it's just not having the resume. And this is I've seen again and again. What is the flip side of this? Once you have that resume, our clients come to us to advance their career, to get the promotion in their company. But this is what we've seen again and again. As soon as they start working on their resume with our expert coaches, and then a lot of interesting things start happening. They start seeing a lot of their accomplishments. Since our coaches ask them question, hey, did you do this kind of role? Did you do that kind of role? And they start spotting, oh yeah, I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I have accomplished this, I'm accomplished that. And first thing happens, always happens, is a big boost to confidence. Because what stops us, that not knowing, forgetting our wins. Now we have been winning all along. You have been doing some management skills, you have been doing leading the team, you have been doing people management in some form or other. Since you haven't given a thought, since you haven't dig deeper, you don't know them. So when first thing what happens is our coaches start asking questions to our client. Hey, did you do this kind of work? Did you do that kind of work? Did you do that kind of work? And those questions are so powerful. Our clients start saying, oh yeah, I did this, I did this. And then first thing happens is like super confidence builds up as the first thing. And then you start seeing, our clients start seeing the different kind of opportunities. Oh, I can apply here, I can apply here. And we see it happening all the time. As soon as people join the program, they become so excited, and then they start seeing so many new opportunities and reaching out, and in their team or external team. And this whole resume thing sometimes just sparks the bigger bigger inspiration for them to take action, because that big block is gone. So they see their accomplishment on the paper in a real life. It's not just the intellectual exercise. You can see on the paper, right? Those are the numbers, those are the accomplishment, those are the exact thing that done. And see, they talk to our coaches, it becomes confident that, oh, they say it out loud, which they haven't told to anybody. So that's the one big thing, that confidence and inspiration just shoots up like crazy. That's of course one thing. And second thing, this whole process turns into from hate to joy. Because it's about it becomes about finding your greatness. It's about finding your accomplishments. It's about finding showcasing your skills that were not seen by the world. And of course, this kind of activity always produces the joy. It's such a fun to talk great about yourself. Such a fun to write about yourself. It's such a fun to not boast, or I'll say boast, boast your accomplishment. It gives you joy. And so this whole resume building process become joyful. It's a conversation with our coaches. It's so fun to watch when we do it with our clients. So that's another thing, that the hate turns into love. People start loving their creating this resume. And next piece is like, working with a coach makes a big difference, because one reason why people hate writing resume, because they're boring, right? They are really, really boring. First of all, they are like 5-6 pages, and it's like a big list of all the experience, and this technology, that technology, just a boring junk list. Not junk, it's a boring list. I'm sorry. It becomes it doesn't looks attractive for the resume reader. So, and then of course, when you're looking at it, it's just a list, boring list, and then you have to keep playing with that big list. So when you work with our coaches, we just shrink it into 2 pages. It becomes from that fat to like 300-pound resume, it becomes nice, lean, muscled, chisel muscle, with a six-pack kind of resume of two pages. And then looking at this, you start feeling so accomplished just by looking at this resume. See, it's like this, in the same like our body. We all have muscles, but for many of us, for many times, our body, there's a fat on it, so muscles are not seen. Same with the resume also. Many times that resume is so big, it's a lot of fat in it. So once you take it out, you will see that it looks so toned and so fit and healthy. So and then you start seeing that resume, you fall in love with it. And of course, when you fall in love with it, and then it becomes very easy for you to show that resume to a lot of people, because it's so beautiful, it's so smart, and it's so handsome and good looking resume. So you flaunt it, you flaunt your resume, and then that's another source of confidence, and that's another source of inspiration comes out. And then what happens? Of course, then you work on once you have the strong resume ready, it becomes much easier to create your powerful LinkedIn profile. You have the exact, since you have worked with our coaches, you have the exact keywords, you have the eloquent words, you have the prominent summary of what you are, your objectives and everything. It's all ready for you. You have some ready-made words and sentences that fits you authentically. Those are all ready. And then you can just apply those into your LinkedIn profile and and optimize it for the search. Right, like SEO, you must have heard, like Google SEO, search engine optimization. When you type something, Google will find it. Same thing with LinkedIn. It's a search engine basically. So you need to optimize your LinkedIn. And since you have done this resume work with our coaches to find those keywords, what happens next? You could guess, right? People start reaching out to you, because when they do the query, SQL query, I want this kind of person, boom, your name pops up, people start coming to you. And even if you're not looking for a job, even if you're not looking for next position outside or within your company, people will start coming to you, and boom. Since they are coming to you, many times it becomes way more easier for you to get that next level job. So just creating one resume with our coaches can opens up so much possibilities, so much inspiration, so much confidence. And we're seeing that again and again. And we are so delighted to see the magic of it. So this total hate turns into love. So if you want to do the same thing, you're welcome to work with us if you want to. But before that, I would invite you to watch our webinar. I'm putting a link on this post up there. So watch that webinar. First, you need to get inspired about how to reach to higher level. So watch this webinar. It's about 5 steps to reach high level positions and salaries and recognition that you want. So watch that webinar, and if you watch the entire webinar, if that resonates with you, towards the end of the webinar, you will get an opportunity to book a one-on-one call with us, and then we'll talk about where you are, where you want to go, and then we'll give you a personalized career breakthrough strategy. It's not about just getting one promotion. It's about getting promotions after promotion and big promotion, big raises, 30-40,000% hike, which you would otherwise take you like 10-15 years, which you could get it in next few months. It's very possible. If you especially if you are working with the same company for a long time. So open the doors for you. Think bigger. A lot of people are thinking, and a lot of people are thinking, why not you? So think bigger. Take this opportunity. Watch this webinar, and open the thought. Give yourself a gift of thinking big. Give yourself this gift of falling in love with your resume. So watch the webinar, and then I hope that we'll get a chance to talk with you. Until then, I'm wishing you happiness and success. See you next time again this Facebook Live. Bye for now.